Hey everybody, welcome back for my subscribers. Welcome for any new viewers. This is my narcissistic abuse family. So today I'm talking about self-limiting beliefs. As you know, if you follow me for a minute, I talk about things that are impacting me at the time. So this is definitely something that I'm working on. So if you've been a victim of narcissistic abuse, you definitely have self-limiting beliefs, whether you're conscious of it or not. So I'm going to shed a little bit of light on where it comes from, why we have them, and how it can really hinder our well-being. So if you have narcissistic parents, I have a narcissistic mother, enabling father, they have undoubtedly instilled self-limiting beliefs within you. They are the first ones to have access to us as babies, as we are developing our self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem, all of the tools that we need to be successful in this world, the way we perceive ourselves, as well as the way we interact with others. So this comes from our parents. And actually, up until the age of 8, I'm not even going to try to butcher what the term is, but there's a term for the fact that your brain waves are like automatic up until you're 8 years old, which basically means that you're absorbing everything. You don't have any autonomous thoughts at this point. I see this in my daughter. She's 8 years old, and she's just starting to have her own ideas and concepts, and she comes to me with questions that are clearly thunk up in her brilliant little brain. But prior to the age of 8, approximately, we are products of our teachings, of our environments. So if you have a narcissistic parent, they are instilling within you self-doubt. They're constantly devaluing you. They will also triangulate you and the other parent or any additional siblings that you might have. So they're basically steadily degrading you. They are chipping away at any of your self-confidence, self-worth, any of the strengths in yourself, your confidence, your self-assurance. They are absolutely dismantling that. And at the same time, they are instilling these toxic beliefs in you. Basically, a narcissistic parent will teach you to believe that you are bad, that you are a burden in some way, that you are constantly a problem. If you have a narcissistic parent that loves to portray themselves as the victim, as I do, they will always strive to make you the villain by default. So, they are elevated in some way for tolerating you. It's disgusting. The other belief that they will instill in you as a narcissistic parent is that you're somehow unlovable. I experience this as well. They will somehow teach you to believe, they're coming at you from all angles, trying to make you question and doubt yourself. So this is a way for them to hinder you from making authentic, genuine connections by absolutely immediately putting you at a disadvantage in some way, making you believe again that you're a burden, that you are worthless, that you have no value. They do not respect you. So this is a way of teaching you not to respect yourself by making you think that you're unlovable somehow. This will also come from a narcissistic partner. I have experienced this as well, where they will, they start out strong, they will love bomb you, they will try to suck you into their toxic, terrible funnel of torture and in disguise of a relationship. And they'll steadily degrade you as well. They will devalue you. They will make you think that you're unlovable. Same thing, because by putting themselves on a pedestal because they tolerate you and they put up with you. So that somehow elevates them while putting you down. So that's a self-limiting belief, making you think that you are somehow unlovable. But all these self-limiting beliefs are basically anything that will get in your way of potential opportunities, anything that will hinder your potential. You might not take chances in life, maybe going for a job opportunity, maybe pursuing a romantic interest. These are all self-limiting beliefs. There's also a very strong connection between psychosomatic manifestations of abuse, trauma, and I hope that I'm trying to work with this myself in the hopes that I will physically improve. I'm in a wheelchair here, and I'm trying to deal with my trauma and these self-limiting beliefs. I really do believe that there's a correlation between physical manifestations, psychosomatic manifestations, however you want to say it. It's just fancy words to basically say how it physically comes out of you. And I've heard several different takes on this that I really appreciate. One of the ways that someone correlated the physical symptoms of trauma was by saying, if you don't believe that your body will demonstrate physical symptoms of abuse or trauma, think about tears. That's a way that your body physically demonstrates a response to trauma and abuse. Another thing I heard was about scars. So if you are physically cut in some way, your body will heal on the surface, superficially, but you will always have a scar. And same thing. So getting back to self-limiting beliefs, I really do believe that they are embedded in our subconscious, and in order to improve ourselves, improve our lives, and the chances that we have at being happy and really thriving, I feel like we need to somehow access these subconscious self-limiting beliefs because they have been drilled into our heads. They've been programmed into us. We've been conditioned to believe these toxic ideas. So the things that I'm doing, I always meditate. I feel like that's a great way to center yourself, to make yourself conscious of self-care, basically. So I love to meditate. Another technique I'm exploring is EFT, emotional freedom tapping. It's an alternative way, Chinese medicine, but I do love all this stuff. I'll do anything. It's a way to override this toxic programming, these self-limiting beliefs. So you can YouTube it, Google it, anything. It's a simple way. It's actually a physical, and it integrates both of those, your physical as well as your intellectual it's so cool. I'm trying that right now as well. So you could listen to binaural beats as well. There's plenty on YouTube. That's a way to access your subconscious programming. But self-limiting beliefs, make no mistake, they are instilled within us from our narcissistic abusers. And this is something that hinders us from taking chances, from believing in ourselves. It has a terrible impact on our self-esteem, our self-assurance. You might not even realize it, but maybe you just subtly question yourself or second guess decisions that you've made, or you just won't even make the decisions to begin with. That's because of self-limiting beliefs. So if you're like me, just another thing to work on. So I hope this was of value to you guys. This is what I'm working on right now. I will keep you updated. I am striving to overcome self-limiting beliefs instilled within me from my toxic upbringing, as well as, the narcissist I was engaged to in a romantic relationship a while back, but he did enough damage. So we're bumped and we're bruised, but more than anything, everybody, we're blessed because we're better people for having undergone this toxic, traumatic dynamic, whatever way we experienced it. We will strive to be the polar opposite of these terrible people that have no respect and appreciation for genuine connections because they're incapable. So, self-limiting beliefs, let's overcome it together. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Please like, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Drop me a comment. I love comments. Have an awesome day.